All right, who is that first spiritual experience you'd like to share with us?
I do.
Very good.
Oh, I had a vision that this is Sheila Bond,
Bless you.
and I had a vision. I had a vision that I was at a round table. It was with a lot of men, but when I woke up out the vision, I was saying a new world order. I was jumping up and down at the round table saying a new world order.
Oh. All right. Very good. Anybody else?
Yes, I have one.
Okay.
So there was just recently a hurricane at St. Louis. I think it was like maybe a day or two ago, and I think I was actually supposed to be there today or something like that. Oh no, I was supposed to be there. Yeah, I was supposed to be there on Monday or on Tuesday, and when I was because I had to deliver a load, and then when I went to go, check on my load, I see like the load was pushed back, and so I couldn't like necessarily do it, so I had to tell them to take it off of me. And I come to realize, yeah, because there's supposed to be a tornado down there. I think probably like tomorrow and Tuesday. So
I got my hand.
I'd like to take the ancestors. Thank you.
Very good. Next person with a spiritual experience.
Wait, I also wanted to know, Moon, have you gotten my donations?
I'll go check as soon as class is over. But thank you in advance.
Okay.
We really need donations. And I've been working on spiritual packages for some too. All right? Any more spiritual experiences, or what's that first question, family?
Rahubat.
Rahubat. Rahubat. Spiritual experience or that first question?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, I would like to know, what's the difference between an OBE and remote viewing?
Remote viewing is quite different. Remote viewing was something they started training people for in the military. What that is, I was getting pretty good with remote viewing, is that if you concentrate on a certain location, say you concentrate on your mother's house, then you focus in on her living room, then you can look into that living room and see whether she's sitting down looking at TV or whatever she's doing, and call her up. And every time she moves, you can tell which way she moved, or sit down, or what she's got in her hand. You follow what I'm saying? You can remotely view things. Remote viewing is really a beautiful art. I suggest everybody check that out. Do some research on remote viewing. When you master that, you are a deity indeed. But many of you people, I do look into your homes, sometimes into your hearts and minds as well. And OBE is a different.
Amun-Rayay. I was just getting ready. I was just getting ready to ask what was the difference between OBE and and that.
And remote viewing, yeah. Remote viewing is looking into another place. It could be across town or on the moon, right? And OBE is abbreviated out of body experience. That's a shift in consciousness. In other words, you don't have to literally come out of your body like people suppose. To create an out-of-body experience, you can just take your consciousness, and if you laying on your bed in your bedroom, just imagine yourself standing up in the doorway of your bedroom, looking at your body laying on the bed. And when you keep practicing that until you can see your body, you can see the movements you make on the bed, you have to understand that the I'm in here talking to myself is occurring with the I standing in the doorway and the myself on the bed, and that's a duality. That's an OBE or out-of-body experience. Are you following me?
Yeah,
Are you following me?
Tour.
Yes.
Tour.
Okay.
Tour.
Very good.
Is that the same as bilocating?
It is. Except with bilocating, you don't have to be aware of your first location. Bilocation is that you know everything is about frequencies and vibrations. So the place that you're in right now is vibrating on a certain frequency. But if you imagine yourself being in another home 150 miles away in a certain room, you concentrate and focus on that other place. And then but you have to be very, very skilled to know how to match frequencies with that place that you imagine you're in. And as soon as your consciousness matches frequencies with the other location, then you'll be in that location. You follow me?
Sure.
It's just like jumping?
Yes, it's like jumping. Exactly.
Like teleporting?
It is teleporting.
Wow.
Because energy goes, where attention goes, energy flows. You can imagine yourself, and you all get on the phones and talk a lot louder, clearer. If you can imagine yourself talking to your child, and they're not paying attention, and you try to get them to listen to what you're saying, and you tell the child, look, your body is here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town.
Yeah.
If you all go into a cold meditation right now, very deep, and meditate on yourself when you had a nice birthday party when you were a child you really enjoyed, for example. But you go into it into infinite detail, so you can see the shoes you had on, how many people were there, what was cooking on the stove, look at your birthday cake, see how many candles were there, the weather outside. Whenever you get more involved in that location than you are in the one right now, then you bilocate or you transport to that position, then you're back there. You follow me? Whenever you get more involved in another location than you are in your present location, then you shift to that other location. Just remember, where attention goes, energy flows. And energy and spirit are synonymous. And your spirit is the real you, not the superficial fake you that you call your body.
Right.
Yeah.
Tua.
Right. And you all are evolving into those beings. Patah, did you find that place? Delante. Okay, just a minute. Okay, whatever you do, and come to find that place, select on post on new song with it. All right, next question.
I have one more question, please.
As many as you want.
I know one of the CDs that I've been listening to for the past month, Taken Up, and you're saying that Doc said, learn how to wake up in your dream. How do I wake up in my dream? How does that, what encompasses that?
Well, because we're so hypnotized by what we call is the reality of the physical plane, we think that when we're dreaming that that's an illusion. But that's what the OBE is. When you're dreaming and you're in another location with other people, what I'd like you to do is work on waking up in the dream. You understand? You never woke up in a dream before and knew you were dreaming?
I did maybe one time.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, well, when you wake up in a dream, then that you shifted realities. That's a true OBE.
So how do you do it more? How do you be more conscious? Like when I go to bed tonight, how do I trigger myself to wake up in a dream? How do I?
I created a CD for y'all. Called Cosmic Traveler.
Yeah.
And it tells you exactly how to wake up in the dream.
Okay, I'll go back and listen to it.
Cosmic Traveler. Follow instructions. When you're told to inhale and exhale, do it very deeply. Until you take on a euphoric sense. Yes.
That was a CD I listened to one day. I came home from work, and I told you I saw the sham. I knew I was there, you know.
Right. I told you it'll take you there. I created that CD especially for you all.
Yeah. So, Amun, is that kind of like, I had like something like similar to that, where like, I spoke this before when I was like somewhere, and I was like, I need to get out of here. I need to change this dream, and I actually changed the dream.
That's
like
right.
The same thing?
That's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You have that CD too, sister. Cosmic Traveler.
Yeah, I do.
Deep.
I know. It is deep, but you got to follow this before you go to sleep. Follow them very seriously. Give yourself to it, and you wake up where you want to be.
Yeah.
And what do you want to be? Just real talk. Yeah.
Amun, I have a question.
I'll do my best.
Yes, and I also wanted to say I have my money for the spirit package out to you this week.
All right. I've been working on the package.
Okay, thank you. But what I wanted to ask was, will 144,000 be gone when the 23rd Elder Sender Fund takes over the TV?
Say it again.
Will 144,000 be gone when Sender Fund, the 23rd Elder, takes over the TV?
Takes for the TV. I don't understand that last part.
Well, I had read something about the 23rd Elder Sender Fund that he would. That
is me.
He will be taking it.
I'm something. And when I'm gone, the 144,000 to be gone with me. Not
so you be taking the TV.
Huh?
You're going to be taking over the TV to let the world.
Taking over the TV. The opening is media. No, that's what you all are doing when you post these posts up in every media group in the world. When you post up these posts, when you go to Facebook and join every large group, and when they accept you, when I send you a post that up in every large group on Facebook, and do the same thing in Twitter, Telegram, LinkedIn, Instagram, all these different places. Post these posts up, and that's the TV that you have, that you control.
Oh, okay.
That's how you're going to announce us in this mission to the world. That's how you earn your throne, is to drop your nets and become fishers of men.
Okay.
That's right.
That is right. I love you. Next question.
Amun was more of this Kufu.
Yes. Kufu, I appreciate the post you put together too.
Oh, anytime.
Yeah, Har, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Could you give us that prayer? I forgot to start with that. You should just go and just the prayer. In case I forget. No, but it's in.
I ain't want to interrupt.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
The Kuksu Dog Be Amun-Rayay. Unabad Mumadu. Umadayad who. Umundabu ni Tanan Taman Wu Panavia. Kalal Hamadad. Ele Amun-Rayay. Dar Shalil Papa Tet Upa Taha. Anuke Nuwapu. I trust by way of Amun-Rayay and his master teachers and his papyri and his warner for this day and time, Tanabab Yanun. All praises of Amun-Rayay, Nathar, overseer of the heavens and the earth. I am Nuwapia.
Thank you. Thank you, son. Okay, now what's that next question?
I have one.
I'll do my best.
All right. And I just want some clarity on this. When I was like 7 years old, one time, I was with my grandmother's boyfriend, and he was the only one around me that knew that I had, and stuff like that on spiritual capacity. So, short story, we were in the middle of the street, and he told me, he asked me, what did I see? And so, it was this car that I saw, but it was a long distance away. And I told him what the car, I described the car, color, everything inside and out, everything about the car, and told him exactly where the car was coming from and how it was going, the street that it was coming down, then it was going, make a right, come down, make a left, pass us, make another left, and go back up and then make a right up on the main street. So would that experience had been remote viewing or OBE while I was standing there?
Yes. So that remote viewing.
Wow.
That's right. And we've separated ourselves from those higher senses by going to see. In other words, when you all were children, you were still angelic beings, spiritual beings, vibrating on the angelic frequency. But they took carrots and sticks and they put you to sleep under the spell. You follow me? Because when you did something bad, they punished you. When you did when you conformed to what they wanted you to do, then they would reward you with candy or cake or verbal appreciation. You know what I mean? Carrots and sticks until and then they make you. When you were a little girl and you were talking about your tea party and your invisible friend Charlie in the corner and they tried to shame you out of your dolls and when you were playing house and you're too big for that. There ain't no invisible person there, and there's nobody at the tea table but you. They shamed you out of that. Imagination is an attribute that connects you to God. Are you following me? That's what separates you from the animals. But to qualify for a human being to be in this density, solid, excellent, time-bound, and done you had to be shamed out of all your imagination.
That's deep.
Yeah. But that's what happened. Let me try to reveal to you all where you're transforming into. Get your holy tablets. Open your holy tablets to chapter 6, tablet 15. Chapter 6, tablet 15. And go to verse 142. In the Saltback, that's page 585. Chapter 6, tablet 15, verse 142. And the hardback is page 634. Take your time, put your disc in to look it up, or look up Holy Tablets, Malachi, New York, comma PDF. Let me know when you all are there.
I'm there.
I'm there.
All right. Now, I'd like you all to stay with me and read with me, because I want to show you how your transformation is happening right now. Hold on. (142). They greet with Assalamu Alaikum, which is returned by Alaikum Assalam, and the model of strength and fury called the Order of the Eagle, or Skull and Bone, with a great owl as their overside and the eye of the owl as a symbol. Now here we are at 145. This is where I wanted to start. The light renders the Illuminati a member of the Illuminati, a member of the Illuminati. But a new light other than the fire is here. The keys to future luminaries, called the sons of the green light, are electromagnetic forces. These forces affect the rhythms of life and the appearance and extinction of species within the Earth's magnetic field. The higher evolution will give a better understanding of how electric forces alter biological rhythms and will allow atomites in this conscious time zone to receive whole light beings, I remember that, who will give instruction of the next ordering of evolution in our universe. The key speaks of how the Earth species has a direct light arc. This direct light focus, which controls its biological rhythms, Inosites will soon learn that his life system is not directly dependent upon the solar magnetic field to regenerate their biological rhythms. In other words, your inner sun. The new source of light is now reaching, our new source of light is now reaching our solar system and interpenetrating Earth's magnetic field, altering the biological rhythms. Its color is emerald green light, contrary to the amber red light. This is forcing the species to leave behind its old time cell of perception on the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual levels. This must take place before the species can go into a new time cell of consciousness. As the arcs of light begin to change, a different life force is beginning to work with the electromagnetic forces. This is causing the magnetic fields of the brain cavity to be sufficiently raised to a higher mental frequency, allowing Inosites to receive whole light beings upon the reinsertion of the barotheric gland and the reactivation of the supreme melanin. It has previously been thought that the life forces of the Earth's magnetic field control the rhythms of life of all biological species, and living cells need only the light of our own portion of the electromagnetic spectrum to survive. Inosites will have the brain of an electromagnetic computer and will be forced to adapt to an enlarged electromagnetic spectrum. The new electromagnetic frequency is an astrobiological threshold by itself. Your sun, by virtue of being a variable star, will be seen as having great limitations, right, for future evolutions. This will be seen by a visible exchange of the solar polarity fields and by the magnetic mapping of inner solar magnetic lines rotating faster than the surface of the sun. These changes will also affect the rotation of Saturn. This will be seen as a periodic effect, which will be noticed in the activity of the band of Saturn called its rings. These changes are the result of new biological light controls being introduced by the new administrative order, not the New World Order, by the new administrative order in conjunction with the Council of Nine Ether. 9 ether, not 6. These changes are necessary to prepare our moral evolution to overlap with whole light beings of advanced creation and the new evoluting of new astral mutations. New astral mutations will take place where new magnetic lines bring about the balances and energy coupling from a proton-electron-proton grid to an electron-proton-electron grid. Turn yourself inside out. Here, the bioenergy field of the body inherits a new electron and positron pair. And the blood circulatory system inherits a new magnetic lines of force. The ionized field around the blood cell loses its proton-electron-proton relationship to a new electron-proton-electron field as the life form is moved into the next phase of the electromagnetic spectrum. In other words, Enocytes will be able to participate in higher evolutionary worlds because his hemoglobin chain will shift with his paleogenetic tree to a new system of balance whereby a singular group. In order for Enocytes to work with the next electron orbital level of the universal mind, your molecular density level will have to become less dense and grow more transparent. Spiritual. Enocytes must be completely remade anew by going through the energy grids that control his present biological arrangement, that he can be revitalized into new grids of attunement. Enocytes must go through the energy grid controlling cell division on his biological level of organization. A planetary biomagnetic grid controlling the collective species evolution. When Enocytes goes through these energy grids, they will activate a new magnetic field and displaces old planetary biorhythms. Contrary to what present-day geneticists say, the ultraviolet radiation will be controlled and will not destroy the sensitive genetic coded melanoma. It has already been claimed that ultraviolet radiation, when applied to the DNA at specific intensities, causes thymin to dimerize when the embryonic growth is placed in an artificial environment, which is subject to prolonged current magnetic injection. The former embryonic magnetic lines of force in the body can be changed. Through this process, the whole body can be biomagnetically be recoded to adapt to a new biological environment without ever having to experience pain, according to the human physiological network, like a caterpillar to a butterfly. This process uses the fifth circulatory system, which opens the pain-coding mechanism and properly realigns the blood, lymphatic, and nervous circulatory system to function in a different biological environments. This is done in the event that a transfer of the species to a new environment is necessary for the survival of the Nubians. This is why our electromagnetic stage of evolution will itself be changed to allow for new patterns of ongoing evolution. Mark-cable mechanisms give the cue for the timing of biological change by the Earth's magnetic cycles. These changes can take place in a matter of hours and remove whole species, like the Mayans, that have evolved in the geological time frame. In order for Enocytes to work with the next electron orbital level of the universal mind, the all, your molecular density level will have to become less dense and grow more transparent in order to participate in multidimensional realities. Enocytes must be completely remade anew. Thus you have Nubian, or the new being. Specifically, Enocytes must go through the energy grid, controlling cell division on his biological level of organization. before the larger electromagnetic change happens, inner sights will also understand how new growth effects will be the result of electromedicine, which uses electromagnetism. I understand. I've experienced it. Inner sights by using the light surgery. Inner sights by using the light surgery of electromagnetic penetration into bone marrow will be able to create new bone growth. Your planet is no different than any other form of life that must renew itself. It is like an energy molecule, mutaphones, going through renewal and being restored to a new existence. This is called the entropy of Gaia. Now, all of this must be understood that you may, through the ancient mystic order of Melchizedek of the sons of the green light, learn to raise your density level and stimulate your melanin to awaken dormant energies of divine. Hear me, star movers? Making it impossible for you to be enslaved mentally, anymore. This will help you create what is called psychic self-defense. Important be it the distinction between the mark of the concealers, that's the capitals or concealers of truth, and the mark of the faithful, the mu'minin. The first be the mu'min, faithful. Their mark be in their foreheads by striking their head upon the ground in worship. I don't mean like the Mohammedans. As we revealed to our servant, Ahmad, in the Quran, 48th degree, 29th verse. Muhammad is a Rasul, that means messenger of the source, El Elo. And those who are with are strong, firm against the concealers of the facts, that's right. Yet they have a yielding mercy between themselves. You see them bowing, rukra, and prostrating sujud, desiring the Fadal, preference from the source El Ego, and constant pleasure, Ridwan. Their marks are in their faces from the traces of prostrating. That is their likeness in the law of Moses, Thutmose, and Aaron, and Joshua, the Torah, and their likeness in the evangelical revelations given to Jesus Christ. As a seed of a plant that brings forth a stalk, so it supported it, and after that it becomes thick and strong and stands upright on its own trunks. It amazes the planter, so that he, the planter, by way of it, would enrage the kafir, concealers of the facts, for the source, El Elo, has promised for those who have faith and work to perfect themselves from amongst themselves, and rewards from them with a supreme reward. In the writings given to Yahshua, Tammuz, the pamphlet of Revelation, the 7th degree, the 3rd verse, and this Anunnaki of this craft was saying, don't harm the planet, earth, nor the sea, and none of the trees, until the servants of El Elo, Allah, have been marked in their foreheads. That's when you get the verse. And behold, I looked at Mount Zion, and there stood a Lamb, and with him 144,000 with their Father's name written in their foreheads. The seal of Allah the Most High, to be the mark of distinction, impressed upon the forehead of the enduring righteous as a result of constant prostration and prayer. Now, I sent a picture of myself to many of you where you can see me frontal with a with a green star in my forehead. How many of you remember that picture?
Sure,
cool. I do.
That's the mark.
I do as well.
I love you. That's the mark in the forehead. It's a light mark. It's a light mark. It's light. It's not like when Muslims go and bang their head on the floor, so they put a little dark mark on their forehead and make it real wide through banging their head on the floor, so people look at them and say, oh, they pray a lot. It's not fake like that. It's a spiritual light in your forehead. Just like mine. And the Anunnaki of this craft was saying, don't harm the planet Earth, nor the sea, and none of the trees until the servants of El-Elo, Allah, have been marked on their foreheads. The seal of Allah, the Most High, be the mark of distinction, impressed upon the forehead of the enduring righteous as a result of constant prostration and prayer. These be the upright people, the faithful seed of our servant Abraham, or the true ones of peace, congregation of the resurrection, 144,000. Ansaru Allah, that means helpers of Allah. And Mu'minin, that means the faithful, prostrate before Allah. They bear the mark of prostration, Sajda. The sons of Satan will be of the second. They will have the mark of the beast, 666, on their right hand, or in their forehead. The mark being multiple digits calculates as 666. The symbol of the Babylonian visa, political and religious power, have the number cleverly repeated in its measurement. It being an image of the old beast having the number of his name. Also the letter S, whose birth is the serpent. The hiss will be in his name. The sound of the snake. Given the numerical value of 6 and coinage the letter S in series of 3 on emblems. Using 6 ounces of brain waves when 7 1/2 ounces of brain power should be used. Brain weight is 52 ounces. The figures of the image are made clear so that in what we gave to our servants, Daniel, chapter 12 chapters of the writings of the prophet Daniel, the 3rd degree, the first verse revealed 536 BCE, it reads, Nebuchadnezzar, the ruler made, it has seen, idol of gold whose weight was 90 feet by 9 feet. He set it up in the plain of Dura, the dwelling in the province of Babylon, called Iraq today. The followers of Dajjal, or the sons of Satan, will be impressed on their foreheads as if it was stamped with a ray of light. A laser will be used to place the Karama engraved mark on the metaphon space between the eyes, the forehead, or on the Kair, hands of his followers, or injected beneath the skin. If you beg his wealth and not work, you will be numbered. Also your newborn will be numbered. And I saw the beast and the rulers of the planet Earth, and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse, that's me, and against his army. And the beast was taken, and with him the lying newsbearers, who with his hand made signs, which he used to lead many into ignorance. That's what they do. They try to take y'all off the path and divert you away from the truth. Those who took the mark of the beast, and those who prostrated to his image, both of them were cast alive into the lake of fire, which is burning with sulfur, and the rest of them were killed with the sword which came out of the mouth of him that sat on the horse, that's me. And it's a double-edged sword of truth. And all the birds were filled from the flesh of them. But as for the true Ansars, as for the true Ansaru, Allah, this is their promise. And I saw seats, so that were sitting on them were given the wisdom. And I saw the spirits of those who were killed, were bearing witness of the Messiah Jesus. Starshishifon, and the word of Anu, he who is above, the heavenly one, and those who did not worship the beast, nor his picture, and did not get his mark on their foreheads or in their hands. And they shall live and become rulers with the Messiah for 1,000 years. It has been prophesied that the Dajjal has numbers and controls the beast, the computer. The Dajjal has numbers and controls the beast. You know, they got these big mainframe computers, the biggest one, the master computers in Belgium. When you saw that picture 2001 with Hal, and they asked Hal, why are you doing this? Well, look at the letters IBM. All right?
Mm-hmm.
That's your 666. Right? I'm on verse 271.
Abu.
Yes.
Abu.
Yes.
Okay, what is it when you feel like you are moving up, you know, like you are elevated upward towards the sky?
Well, like when you start overstanding and following what it is I'm giving you now. Because the computer on that 2001 Space Odyssey movie, his name was Hal, remember that? H-A-L. Hal.
Yeah.
So, what's the first letter after H?
A.
First letter after H. I.
A.
I.
No. First letter after H alphabetically is I. The first letter after A is B. And the first letter after L is M. Hal is IBM, you see?
Yeah.
The computer, the beast. All right. I thought y'all okay. It has been prophesied that the Dajjal has numbers and controls the beast, the computer that calculates the numbers of Enocytes, 666 in that day. All Enocytes will use the computer and spits forth a ray of light, a laser. That's light amplified stimulation emission radiation. The computer works in multiples of 9, that ones and ciphers together, it makes 9. The binary codes of 9, the 9th power of 9, will give the new hologramic computer no limitations. In reading the numerals horizontally across, vertically up, and down, and diagonally on all sides, 3 is the square root of 9. The joining lines reveal the 8-pointed star and the inverted 5-pointed star of Ram's head, symbolic of Satan's worship. The numbers in sets of 5, 10, 15, 20 form a Christian cross. The number 5 is that numeral. 1 is either added or subtracted. The numeral 6 results. An example of this is 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The mark of the beast, the number 660 and 6, is seen in the center of the diagonal boxes. The 6 trapped within the 4 5s in the center of the diagram. It illustrates how to trap. It illustrates how to trap the devil. One of his signs is the pentagram. 5-pointed star, like on the American flag, 5 points on every star. Pentagram or pentagon, 5-pointed building, 5-pointed star generals, you know, the devil, pentagram, the goat face. One of his signs is the pentagram, 5-pointed star, the sign of the cloven hoof. Even with the moon at his feet, or back or side or head, the goat of Mendes, set with 2 points up, the worship of Satan being called tetragrammaton, with continuously interlocking lines. One name of the beast is Leviathan, meaning Levi, equaling law, Aphan, equaling sin, simply the laws of sin, also called the spell of Kingu, or the serpentine, a beast of imperfection. And they trap you with the 5 P's, like the internet or the web. When you look on the back of the dollar bill, you see that. Mute your phone. You see that web on the back of the dollar bill? That's the web, like websites. They trap you in that web. Okay, one of the name of the beast is Leviathan, meaning Levi, equaling law. Athan equaling sin, simply the laws of sin. Also called the spell of Kingu or the serpentine, a beast of imperfection. Kusir, meaning driven, away, and defeat. The mark of the beast on the cover of Tu's forehead is the original mark given to Cain and his descendants. That's the swastika. The story of Cain and Abel describes how the evil of the Adamite can become so great that he would denounce the Elohim Gabriel, Nusku Yahuwah, and take the life of his own brother. The Elohim Gabriel, Nusku Yahuwah, pushed a mark in the form of a cross on Cain, so that he could be identified, and thus no one would kill him. The cursive design on the original swastika reads the Nubic Yapatah, which translates, O opener, victorious beginner of evil, is written on all sides. This figure has been referred to as a grammatian. In Assyric Arabic, this mark be called Semat. In Arabic Hebrew, it's called Ut. In Greek, the mark is called Paragma, meaning a signal, sign, mark, or graven. In India, the mark be the swastika. The word swastika is the derivation of the swasti, which comes from su, meaning well, and the verb asti, which means it is. According to Buddhist tradition, the swastika represents the first of the 65 marks which distinguish the master's feet. Okay, now, y'all know where this is, so I don't want to take you too deep into Satanism, but I want you to understand that the Creator, in all of his divine wisdom, has revealed to you everything inside and out, in the heavens above and the earth below. He's revealed everything for you to see and find. You follow me? So there's no excuse for being snatched up or deceived by the devil anymore, because the truth has stripped off his veil, and he stands utterly naked and trembling, just awaiting his chastisement that he is so much earning. All right, next question.
Robert, I have a question.
I'll do my best.
Yeah. It's not exactly a question. It's just several months ago, I had a dream. I saw, in my dream, my friend who I used to go to secondary school. I haven't seen her for years, but she was, it was just like clear as anything. She was showing me a picture, and she said to me, "These are my grandchildren." Now I haven't seen her for years, so I'm just kind of working out what that meant.
Well, it seems to me that you're going to be a part of the future.
Yeah, she showed me a picture of 2 children, young. She said these
but
are
those are her
my
grandchildren, and she's around your age, right?
Yeah, and
it sounds to me, Cheryl. It sounds to me, Cheryl, that you're going to be a part of the future. Okay, Ann. It sounds to me that you're going to be a part of the future.
I haven't seen her for years, though. I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Years and years.
In the spirit, there is no time, man. Remember when Jesus sent his angel, Michael, unto his servant John on the Isle of Patmos, to reveal to him things which will shortly come to pass. When Michael revealed the book of Revelation to John over 2,000 years ago, John was taken up in the spirit on the Lord's Day, and not only did he see what happened 2 weeks later, but he saw what was going to happen over 2,000 years later. And revelation means revelatio, to reveal. You follow me? That's why he could write down what was going to happen over 2,000 years after he actually wrote it, because he saw it way back then. You got it? Which would be the future, which would be his future from here. You got it? We call that far back and beyond, coming at you again from your past through your future. You got it?
Yeah.
You do it too, Ann. When you went to sleep and had a dream, you saw things, and then you walked around the world, and then maybe a week or two later, you saw that dream unfold in front of you. You saw that exact thing happen. And you told the person you were walking with, you told the person you was walking with, hey, I saw this in my dream 2 weeks ago. Remember that?
Yeah, that's right.
That's right, except that with John, he was taken up in vibration so high that he saw over 2,000 years in the future. But it seems to me that the vision that you had is indicating that you'll be there with us in the future. And that is our destination, the future. While the devil is left behind with that which he created. Yes.
Amun, this is Fatah. I want to bring this. I want to bring this back to my mom. My twin brothers. It's amazing you said that, because my twin brothers back in the 80s, they had drew. They can draw real good. They had drew a picture of the new Volvo that existing now in 2000. That was back in the 80s. They drew the model and painted and laminated in color blue. And I told them to patent it. And I be dog in the year 2000, so they came out with that same model that they drew back in the 80s. That was so amazing. Mama, do you remember that? Mama.
I do.
Yeah, Amun.
Well, the apple don't fall far from the tree, because OV is a very spiritual woman.
Exactly, and I knew. That's why I tell her. That's how we got a lot of my brothers and us got a lot of power from my mom, and it's right. So amazing. The talent.
Your mother is your God.
Yes, yeah. That's why I stick to her like glue. Right. But that was so amazing to me, Amun, and I told them to patent it, but somebody had came out with it, and they got paid for it. But they drew it just like the new Volvo was today. They had it back in the 80s, and it was sharp, just exact
That's
same,
right.
and they laminated. That was so nice, man. I was like, wow,
that's right.
That's crazy. Yeah,
that's right. Your old men will dream dreams. Your young men will prophesy. And your children will see visions.
Wow.
Now you hear it?
But you know what? I'm glad you said that, Amun, because...
Well, what it is that people weren't going to realize how real the Creator was and how real this is until I came back. All the ones before me was laying the groundwork so that now y'all should be ready for me. You follow me? Right. Sure. Elijah and all of Abraham, they all came here to prepare y'all for my arrival. Because the last time I was here, I had to leave because you didn't understand. I told you I have many things to tell you, but you're not yet ready to receive them. So it is expedient upon me that I leave you now, but I'll send in my stead the Comforter, Ahmad, Muhammad. That was the Comforter that I sent to you in all truth, to prepare you for my arrival. He was also the great-grandfather of Ahmad Yanun. And Ahmad is me, the 19th Imam after Muhammad. But you can see us in abjad, numerical numbers. I'm the 19th Imam. Above it is 19 in the Tasmi, Bismi Allah Manadihim, 19 letters. Even in your holy tablets, you have 19 chapters, and every chapter is broken down in the increments of 19. Yeah, it's jammed up and jelly tight. The devil's feet are nailed to the floor. Oh, he's sure trying to wiggle because he's in denial. He thinks it's a river in Egypt. But denial is the kafirun, the cover of truth, the liar. He's lying himself to death and hell. Every time he turns a person away from the truth and feels like he gets his chest all charted, like he accomplished a good deed, he's making hell. He's making the fire his carpet over hell.
Yeah, did you say you were the great-grandfather of Dr. York, Ahmad?
Yes,
Ahmad.
yes, exactly. Yes, I am.
The one that got poisoned.
Yes, I am his great-grandfather. I am Ahmad.
You are his okay.
Yeah, but he was here before that and before. In other words, let me take it. You're in chapter 6. While you're in chapter 6, let me tell you where to go next. Hold on. Where is that picture?
Yeah. That's the same verse you are, same tablet 15 you're on, or before that?
Need somebody define Melchizedek and near and all that in chapter 6. The true story of Melchizedek. They got a picture of Melchizedek with a white beard.
Is it verse 15? Is it still verse 15? Or is
chapter what? What chapter? I mean, what verse? What tablet? What tablet?
Tablet. Which tablet? Which tablet? 40.
Huh?
No,
chapter 6, tablet what?
Tablet is tablet first. No, I don't know.
I want y'all to understand completely how this is happening. Remember I read y'all the true story of Melchizedek? Out of chapter 6? Where is that at?
Yes.
Where is it at?
Page 517, the birth of Melchizedek.
Okay, but what I mean is that the softback?
No, it's the hardback. It's tablet 6. Chapter 6, tablet 4, it looks like.
Tablet 4?
Yeah, it looks like that. Hold on, I'm trying to find it.
Way back.
Tablet 4. Yeah, it's there. You got it.
89.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Cheryl.
Okay. Thank you, Cheryl. I remember people talking about bilocating. I came to Cheryl all the way to London from here in my room one night. Okay, we're going to chapter 6, tablet 4, and we're going to go up to, I'm going to get you there.
89.
Wait a minute. Wait 1 second. we're going to, in the softback, we go on to page 474. $5.25 in the hardback. That's page 744. No, 474, I'm sorry. Page 474 in the softback. Verse 190. Huh?
Page 525.
525 in the hardback. Okay, verse 190 is where I'm trying to get y'all. 190. And he will find there, talking about me, Ahmad, he will find there another Melchizedek, who has been living there as a Muslim for 7 years, hiding himself from those people who sacrifice to idols in the name of Tawhid, in the name of oneness, so that they may not kill him. He will bring him out, and he will be the first priest and king in the city of Salem in the style of this Melchizedek, the originator of the priest, and they should call him Al-Kedar. In other words, Melchizedek keeps coming back every time to initiate all the prophets into the ancient mystical order of Melchizedek, and we always meet him at the fork of the Blue and White Nile, like I did in 1981, this time. The years will be completed up to that time, 3,432 from the beginning of creation of the albino Adam. And from that Melchizedek, the priest will be 12 in number, until the great one, that is to say the leader, that's me, Ahmad, will bring out everything visible and invisible. That's what I'm doing right now. Would y'all like to find in the Holy Tablets where Ahmad brings out everything visible? It's, the great leader is Ahmad. Let me finish this up first, though. Just remember that. You want to know that. And Ner understood the first dream and believed it. And having answered Michael, he said, "Blessed be Elion, who is the Almighty Creator, who has glorified you today for me. And now bless your servant Ner, for we are coming close to departure from this world, and take the child and do to him just as Anu said to you." And Michael took the child on the same shadow hour on which he had come down. And he took him on his wings, and he placed him in the paradise of Ilium. And Ner got up in the daylight hours. He went to his tent, and he did not find the child. And there was instead of you a very great grief, because he had no other son except this one. Thus Ner ended his life. And at the end there was no priest amongst the people. And from that time great confusion arose on the earth. And Eliam, who the Almighty Creator, called Utnapis from that Noah unto the Mount Ararat between Assyria and Armenia in the land of Arabia beside the ocean, and said to him, "Make there an ark with 300 lackets in length, and with 50 lackets in height, 30, and 2 stories in the middle, and a door of 1 lacket. And of their lackets 300, and by hours also 15,000, and so of their 50, but of ours 900, and of their 30 lacket, but of our 50. In agreement with this numeral, the Israelites keep measurements of Utnapishtim or Noah's Ark, just as Anu said to him. And they carry out all their measurements in the same way and all their regulations, even up to the present. Anu, Elion, who is Allah, the Almighty Creator, opened the doors of the heavens, and rain came unto the earth for 150 days. And the earth also did burst asunder, spitting forth much water, and all flesh died. And Utnapishtim was in the 500 year. He fathered triplets, that is 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth by Naamah, and 1 year before that, Reuel was born to Wawon. Now here it is. And after the deluge, or the flood, did Melchizedek come to earth again. See, Melchizedek is a title the angel Michael has. But they choose a certain man's body all the time the Most High sends the spirit of Michael into the heart, seats him in the heart of certain men to deliver light messages to the world. This time he sent it to Malachi, York. Okay? And after the deluge, did Michael come to earth again and headed the priesthood to initiate Abraham into the ancient order of Melchizedek. And then he departed. Then Michael left, right? Or Melchizedek left. Then again he returned for the initiations of Moshe, and his brother Aaron. Then he left. Then again for Yahshua, that's me, Jesus. And again, he came back for me, Ahmad, right? Then again for Al-Mahdi. Now, Ahmad is the one you call Muhammad that Gabriel delivered the Quran to 1,400 years ago. And 19 imams later, he came back to initiate me as Ahmad the Mahdi over to Sudan and Kordofan that ruled the planet for 7 years. And now he's back again to initiate me at the Blue and White Now in 1981 for you all. Do you understand?
Sure.
See, we all come back. Sure. We keep coming back. We keep coming back. But Michael is an angel with a special battery that he can stay on earth forever without going back. He can stay a long time without going back. But the fear is that if we stay here too long, we'll go to sleep and get trapped in this dunya, solid, isolate, and time bound. Are you following me?
Yeah.
Because the dream gets so heavy, it can put angels to sleep. Now, you all wanted me to prove to you that the leader is Ahmad. Is that right?
Sure.
That will reveal everything visible and invisible. Okay. Go to chapter 11, if I'm right. Well, I'm right about what I'm saying, but if I'm right about it, that's where it is. You want to go to Michael, the overwhelming event.
Chapter 11.
Yeah, chapter 11.
Secrets of Adolpha?
No.
Glorification of Michael.
Okay.
That's right. What pages? You right. Glorification of Michael.
976 in the softback.
976. I love you. 976 in the softback. And I'll tell you what. All right. It's chapter 11, tablet 30. So somebody can tell us where it's at in the hardback. Oh, believe me, I know.
It's the glorification of Michael.
That's right. What page is that in hardback?
1025.
1025 in the hardback. Thank you.
Sure.
I wouldn't know how to find these things unless it was me.
I know it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because the whole truth is in me. And these people you're talking about, Michael and Gabriel and Abraham, and all, that's my family.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know when y'all get ready. Now we want to see, we try to see who this leader is in chapter 6. I told you the leader was Ahmad. That will reveal everything visible and invisible. They had to wait until the great leader came to reveal everything visible and invisible. The great leader is Ahmad. Okay, lo, old Zachar, curse be him, Halal. That's right, curse him. In the very hour the Anunnaki returned to the throne. We back. For when this hour of creation had ended, the Anunnaki ascended the throne, and the arch Anunnaki went and stood beside him. In a crescent in front of the throne, 7 in number, Michael, son of Akin, Damkina, Gabriel, son of Raphael, and Zamael, Raphael, son of Wakipiel, and Pikwael, Israel, Anu, and Id, Uziel, Uriel, son of Azariel, and Raphael, the 7 Anunnaki. Michael sat at the feet of Ilion, and the splendor of his glory fell upon him. perfection and purity, wisdom and love, the like of which only Ilion El has. Ilion El said, in thy name, O Michael, do I now find the kingdom? Now find the session of the kingdom, Malachut shall it be. The realm between me and Zachar. As long as male and female living beings shall bring forth heirs unto me, this kingdom shall not cease to glorify thee. Number 10, let the leader, Ahmad, son of Abdullah, approach the throne. Then the end is near. I'm here.
Wow.
Reciting to you the purified pages of the holy tablets that were written in 1997. I'm here. I am the leader, Ahmad, revealing to you everything visible and invisible. Only fools darken the truth is thrown at them.
Tua.
This is real. Whatever you think is real is not real compared to what I'm giving you. Now this is real.
Not even close. Tua. 10:26.
Who else has a question?
Fine.
Amun, can I
Yes?
just ask, where can I get the holy Injil and the holy tablet?
I'll send it to you.
Where can I purchase it?
I'll send it to you. Just Ann and Cheryl. Y'all got the same kind of accent. I'll send it to you, Ann.
Because I've got it on my tablet, but I need it on the book.
I'll send them. Send a donation. All right. Next question.
Yeah. Amun,
Yes.
I sent a donation, but you didn't pick it up.
Okay. Wait a minute. Could you resend it to
Send
me?
it back.
I know. Can you resend it?
What address? What email? Because I sent it to your address.
I must have missed it. No. Just let's calm down. Just send it to Orion9 StarMover @gmail.com.
Yeah, that's the one I sent.
Yeah. You sent it a long time ago? Yes.
Yeah, 6 weeks.
Well, I just missed it, that's all. Sometimes I miss things. Please resend it, okay? And without, just 1 second, and I'll make sure that I send you the Injil and the Holy Tablets, all right?
Okay, then. Thank you.
I love you. Yes, go ahead.
You have the books. You have the books, the Holy Tablet and the Injil and all of them.
Yeah, but I got them on a link, and
no, I want the real book.
Well, I have 3 books, but I don't have no one to give away right now. But I'll try to get one for you. All right. But if you can get your son over there to show you how to work it, believe me, you're gonna like that better than the book, the CD that I sent you.
I will. I'll show.
Yeah. All right.
Mama, I see you. We'll be together this week.
And I swear you're gonna love it more than you're gonna like it more than the book. See, I know, sister, because at my age, I remember we didn't have computers and all that, so we like the real thing, the book and all. But I'm telling you, I had to look at it to understand how straight it is. You understand?
Yeah.
Trust your son and let him show it to you. Don't forget, son. Okay?
I promise I won't.
All right. I love y'all.
I love you too.
Yeah, and that's a gift from Kiefer Amun.
Thank you, Kiefer.
That's right. Everybody thank Kiefer.
Thank you, sister.
You're welcome, everyone. I love y'all.
We love you more.
We love you too.
All right. We got any more questions?
Question.
Yes.
I do. Is there any other way I can send you the spiritual packet money besides CashApp?
I don't think so, unless you want to put a money order in the mail. Or MoneyGram. You can send MoneyGram or Western Union.
Okay.
PayPal on it. On PayPal?
Well, I know, but I'm off PayPal. They messed it up and stole about $1,200 from me, so I left them alone.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Amun, this is Fatah.
Amun, I would like a spiritual package.
Okay. Just write you got my personal number?
Yes.
Okay. Here's another number to call. You can surely get me at. It's 215-971-4426. Did you get that?
215-971. What's the last four digits?
4426. 215-971-4426.
Okay.
And I'll give you the details, but I'll start working on it right now. Who are you?
Jaman.
I'll start working on it. It'll be ready in about 3 days.
That's the brother Jaman here with me. This Har, he come here with me and Aaron.
Well, okay. All right, Har. Well, explain it to him. Show him how to work the CashApp, and I'm going to need his address. I need him to email me. Give him. You got my email address, son?
Yes.
Jaman.
Yeah, I got all your.
Okay.
I got your email address. I can give it to him.
Well, I want you to write down your address very clear, your mailing address, for me, okay? And send it to me in email, and send a testimony of what you learned getting out of these classes. And I'll start working. I'll be through with it in about 3 or 4 days. These people will tell you, yeah, I don't be playing with them spiritual packages. All right.
It's the real deal.
Yes, I am. It's the real deal is right. I love you, sister. Y'all right. Okay, now, anybody else have a question?
Amun, this is Andrew.
I'm glad to hear your tone.
I've been listening in, just been moving and grooving with family and things.
I follow you.
I just wanted to let you know I was here and I was present, and I appreciate you. And if you haven't gotten a spiritual package yet, it's a must. It really is a game changer. And
I love you. It's true.
It's gonna level you up very quickly.
I put my heart and soul in them, and I always send people more than they send me. And I want you to know, brother, that I'm going to give you $200 a flask of $200 flask of monotonic white powder gold with the 9 elements in it, free as a gift from myself, included in your spiritual package. Okay?
I want to order some more of that.
All right, I'll get it together for you. You know how to get in touch with me. It'll be ready. I can get it ready for you tomorrow. All right?
This is Batar. Amun.
I know your tone, son.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
OV, you remember your name yet?
Yes.
Could you repeat it?
Sita Abu.
That's right. That's right.
You
know, Bess is the protector of babies and the righteous, you know. All right, who's got that next question?
Amun, have you ever met Enlil and Inky?
I met Inky, never Enlil.
Okay.
Yeah, I met Inky. One time I was brought to another dimension, realm. It was dark night, and I was walking down the sidewalk, and I started passing under this big giant tree. The limbs were going over the sidewalk, and I saw Malachi to my left up on the hill on the porch of a house with his hands over the rail looking down, and he's looking at me. Then he came down the porch and walked on the sidewalk that I was walking on and stood up facing me. When I walked all the way from under that tree, I started stretching. I must have got about 19 feet tall. And he looked at me and he squatted down on the sidewalk. Like if he had a wallet, his butt would have been touching the concrete. And when I saw him do that, I squatted down immediately right in front of him so we could look eye to eye. And I told him, I said, brother, I didn't mean it like that. You understand? And then at that time, I had a white 98 car. He drove my 98 Oldsmobile down the driveway and then stopped on the sidewalk, so I got in the passenger side of my own car. And this devil, Rick, that used to be, you probably remember him, Patah, Rick, kind of white boy Rick. Yeah. He was in the back seat. He was in the back seat of the car. And when Malachi had made a left and started going down the street, Rick jumped out the back seat onto the armrest between us. I said, "What you doing, little nigga? What you call yourself doing?" And Malachi drove to a store, and I went inside with Malachi. And Rick followed us in there, and I said, "Get whatever y'all want." Rick came back with a whole case of beer. And I told him, I said, "Boy, go back and get you something else, right?" And then Malachi was testing me, so he came up with a case of beer too. And looked at me. And I just looked at him and I paid for it, right? And he went back outside to the car, and Rick came up with something else I paid for. When me and Rick walked outside, Malachi was parked down the street in the car, and me and Rick, I said, "Can you run, boy?" And me and him started racing back to the car, and I outran him. I said, "Don't forget that, young man." But that had a lot more meaning and symbology than I can reveal or want to reveal to you tonight. But anyway, when I got in the white 98 and Malachi came down the driveway, and I got in on the passenger side, and the car was still on the straddling the sidewalk, there was this black man, real black, but he was sharp, boy. He had a dark blue outfit, dark blue, like military or band leader or something. And he walked by my window and looked at me with real big eyes, and he walked in front of the car and looked at me and stood there. Then he walked around the Malachi side of the car, and there was a big black horse on the sidewalk next to Malachi. Beautiful stallion. Had his saddle and all that on, but he had under the saddle, he had this blue blanket, like inky suit, and it had symbols on it. You know what I mean? And I just stared at that horse and that inky for a long time, but he was an extremely handsome man. He wasn't tall, but he was real dark, and he was neat. The way his beard and everything was groomed. Yeah, I met Inky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's time to go outside and move these stars, family. I got to tell you all that I love you. Remind you of that?
Sure.
I want you never to forget you. I love you more than you love yourselves because I know you better. Believe me, I know you better than you know yourselves at this point in your journey. Who's going to be the first? Who in Chicago going to look at the brothers get the spiritual package? What do you see in the sky? In Chicago.
Hey, Amun.
Yes.
I got my mom here with me, so I'm bringing her outside with me.
Very good. I hope y'all can see the moon or bright stars.
You can see some bright stars.
All right. Who am I? Who is this?
It's Andrew.
Okay, you see bright stars right now? Okay. Point out to one y'all want me to move.
Okay. I got a bright star right now. If you can't move it down.
Move it down? All right. Move down in the name of Amun-Rayay. Now I'm moving up. Now I'm moving to the left. Move left in the name of the Messiah. Now go in a circle clockwise. Y'all see it moving, Andrew?
Yeah, it's moving.
Yep.
Yeah, moving.
Okay. Now
we got one picked out here.
Okay, that's y'all, Andrew?
Yes, sir.
You and your mother, okay. I'll move that one. I'll move that one up and name Amun-Rayay.
Yep, we're going up.
Yeah. Now I'll move it to the left in the name of the Messiah.
We're going to the left, too.
Now I'll move it around in a circle counterclockwise.
Doing a little wiggle.
Counterclockwise.
Moving counterclockwise.
That's right. Now I'll make it come close to y'all.
Coming closer. Coming closer.
Now move back away. Move back out.
Moving back.
All right. Andrew, y'all see something else out there you might want to... Okay. Focus on the star over your head, Andrew, you and your mother.
Okay.
All right, she looking at it?
Tell him how you know the star over his head.
Huh? Say it again.
We can see it.
You can see it? Okay.
No, I can see it.
Tell her, Andrew, that your mother can see you, say, right?
Right.
Okay. I'm going to move that star. Tell her I'm going to move it in a circle clockwise for her. Andrew, tell her I'm going to move it in a circle clockwise.
To her. She's sitting next to me on the call. I got you on the speaker.
Yeah. Okay.
Moving clockwise.
Clockwise, you saw it.
Moving clockwise.
Yeah.
Moving clockwise.
We're going to move it to the right now. I love y'all. Moving it to the right.
Moving to the right. Moving right.
Oh my God, it's moving.
Moving right.
Now back left.
Moving
left. Oh man.
You can see it clear, I know. I know.
Moving, it's moving fast.
Yeah.
Going.
And move it up.
It's already moving up. Yep. Moving up.
Right.
It's going up. It's going up.
Now I'm going to move, Andrew, I'm going to move the whole creation for y'all, okay?
Okay.
All the stars in creation going to move at once. All creation, move to the left in the name of the Messiah.
Moving left. You're moving left.
All creation, move back to the right. The left, I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
Now, all creation, raise up in the name of Amun-Rayay.
Raising up.
Raising up.
Now, all creation, drop down in the name of Amun-Rayay.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
You're up and down.
Oh,
yeah.
Up and down.
I just wanted to do that to y'all, let you know I love you, okay?
Honey, you should.
Love you
too.
Hey, Mom.
Yes.
I love y'all more.
Thank you.
Bless y'all souls. Write your testimonies of what you experienced tonight, what you learned. Send in your donations, all your spiritual packages. And always post up the post to the whole world. Raise to 144,000 so I can take y'all home before times get beyond repair.